I like sitting here. It's if you see the view on the other side, just show you. You're basically invisible from the river, but you get a good view of it. The geese don't even notice you in here. Canoers go by right by. Totally invisible to them, as long as you don't move. If you move, who's this? If you don't move, nobody will see you. Well, that's sort of where we want to start. When you don't want to be recognized. And I think we were in that position. My family I was born in wartime Germany, 1941. Bombs hadn't yet started to fall on Munich. That was a few years later. And, but I was wide awake when they did. We were out in the outskirts, 8 miles from dead center. A few bombs found us. But every once in a while they did. We had a bomb shelter. I still remember that. So there you go. You start off life. It was fun to go down the bomb shelter. Mom always made sure it was an adventure. And it was right at the bottom. It was right cut into the, built into the basement. So the neighbors came from the other side of the building. And at that time of the war, mainly grandmas and the ladies and a few old men and a number of young children. And I was allowed to carry my pet frog down with me. That was always a highlight. I had a nickname for it, but I forgot now what it was. And I remember one time we went down and Mom we forgot the frog. We forgot his little cage and we forgot the frog. We forgot the frog. Mom went, opened the door. One of the old men opened the door and she went up and the lady was saying, "Oh, Liz, don't do that. Don't be so silly. The frog can look after itself." Just for a frog. But it meant the world to me, and a few minutes later Mom came. The frog was safe. So that's kind of where my memory started. The fun of war, not the horror of war. It was an excitement and an adventure. So what were all the other adventures that we had? Which ones kind of shaped my life that I can pass on to my 3 sons, to our 3 sons, and they can pass on to their sons? Are there just 3 things? I've been scratching my head and I came up with something. 3 things. 3 things. All the entire life is reduced to 3 things. Okay, here goes. Number 1. Go with the flow. You had to go with the flow. I remember the end of the war. For us, it was a good time. American soldiers were in town. They were driving around in trucks, and us children. At that time, I was 4 or 5. The children would wave to them instead of cursing them. We waved to them. "Hi, how you doing?" And we were showered with chocolate bars and chewing gum and all kinds of good things. Wow. Go with the flow. I'm going to be on their side. They looked to me like they were the winners. So name of the game now was to become an American. Go with the flow. I mean, you have to stay in later life. You have to stay. Say. Go with your convictions and all that kind of stuff. But no, go with the flow. You don't want to make a pact with the devil going with the flow, because that can leave you short of any form of honesty. But if it can be done, go with the flow. Number 2. I should scratch my head on this one. Education. I found out very quick a lot of refugees passed through our little town. Soldiers that had been disfigured by war, but still mentally with it. They could still contribute to society, but not physically, not with their skills or hands. Education. If it's in your brain, you can't take it away with you unless, of course, you have a traumatic head injury. But that you can always use. So not necessarily a physical skill set, but a mental set. Eventually I chose engineering. It was a that's really a mind game. It isn't a physical game, not a survey. People that do have engineering knowledge. So in engineering, and in the other one, you become the best that you can. And that means advanced degrees. And stay in the lane. If your lane started off as structural engineering, civil engineering, stay in that lane. The lane will branch off into specialties, and I specialized in structures, structural engineering. And from there I specialized again in my PhD into extreme loads. Not the ordinary wind and rain, hail, but if necessary, ghastly loads, earthquakes, extreme earthquakes, tornadoes, and unfortunately lately, the last third of my career, terrorist attacks. But stay in your lane. Get sharper at it until you're near the top. And then when you retire, they want somebody with a PhD. And they also want. And the third one, be available when opportunity knocks. And the first one for that was when I met my dear wife. I was not so encumbered that I couldn't be available. And change my course, adjust your course, adjust your time, make your time so that you can fall in love. Give yourself that time. You don't have other burdens. We all have burdens. My mother was, at this time, alone. She needed my help, but she was also fairly independent. So you don't load yourself up totally with other burdens that you don't have time to grab opportunity. And the opportunity to fall in love, the time to fall in love, the mental readiness to fall in love, it was all there. You found the girl that you couldn't live without. You went for it. be available. And even in later years, you make yourself available to cherish her and everything she stands for. Don't be so stuck in a rut that you can't be available to follow her dreams. That's it. 3 simple things.